What's up, guys? Your boy Benny. Hollywood loves an underdog. That's why movies like Cool Runnings, Rudy, Rocky, The Mighty Ducks, it all works out, right? It's like this team that has no chance, these kids who have no chance, it's the Sandlot, and against all odds, against literally every conceivable odd, they end up being victorious. They end up winning. They end up on top. So, ladies and gentlemen, in every single one of these underdog movies, it always happens by a hair or at the kind of the last minute. That's what you're watching happening right now in the presidential race with Donald Trump versus Kamala Harris. Kamala Harris isn't a real candidate. Kamala Harris has proposed zero policies. Kamala Harris has stood for nothing and has done nothing. Kamala Harris has never been anything or never done anything with her life or career. She only ever torched this nation. She only ever wrecked this place and caused this country to be in shambles. And the fact that Kamala Harris can even poll against Donald Trump is simply a manufactured apparatus of broken polling and people who just hate Donald Trump. Nobody actually likes Kamala Harris. We do a lot of man on the street work here. Nobody actually likes Kamala Harris. Nobody's actually like said anything they like about Kamala Harris. They just don't like Donald Trump. And that's why the switch had to happen, because Joe Biden was also like a cantankerous old man. Right? It's like, so they needed to try and like serve up some dish different than Donald Trump to give to these people who've had their brains broken. That's the preview to the new polling out seconds ago from Quinnipiac. Quinnipiac is a left-wing pollster. Quinnipiac is a left-wing college. Quinnipiac generally polls with like an over-index of Democrats by 10 points. I can prove it to you. Quinnipiac is saying that Trump's winning. That Trump's winning the popular vote. This is a national poll. You may say, wow, that's only by 1 point, right? 48-47. But I'm telling you that not only is this moving in Trump's direction, since this polling showed that Kamala Harris was beating Trump just a few weeks ago, this is also reflective of the fact that Quinnipiac had Joe Biden up at this time in 2020 by 10 points. Look at this. 13 points, 16 points. The same poll had Joe Biden with a spread of double digits average on Donald Trump. That's insanity. So now Trump's leading in this poll. It cannot be understated how atrocious of a candidate Kamala Harris is and how good of a candidate Donald Trump is. She has had everything laid out before her. All the endorsements lined up. Nobody even voted for her. Never had to go do a contentious interview. Never had to win a primary. Never had to convince anybody of anything. Just pure anointing, the crown on the head, the scepter, the robe. Literally crowned queen. I'm from a middle-class family. Doesn't even matter. He just does an interview with Oprah. All the money pours in, all of the establishment at her back, and she can't even replicate what Joe Biden was able to do running against Donald Trump. Oh, 2024. So here we go. Released right now. 2024 presidential race can't get much closer. Quinnipiac University national poll finds 64% want to see the two candidates debate again. Well, that's a trick. Don't let it. It's a trap. It's a trap. That's a very, very unique, very unique trap that is not Donald Trump should not fall into. Once more, nobody needs to see the candidates debate again. Nobody needs to see another rigged debate. CNN: Harris and Trump locked in exceedingly close presidential race. This is why they want another debate. Kamala Harris keeps screaming, begging on her knees for another debate, and they're not going to get one because Donald Trump is actually, this is considered a surge for Donald Trump nationally. Trump takes 1 point lead over Kamala in Quinnipiac poll, 2 point swing since August. Whew, baby. President Donald Trump has taken a 1 point lead in the left-leaning Quinnipiac poll, albeit with a margin of error, 2 point swing since August and since the presidential debate. Trump wins the presidential debate. These numbers prove Trump wins the presidential debate. CNN general election poll, Harris +1. October 2020, Biden was +16 in the same poll. Once again, these are left-wing suppression polls, but nonetheless, look at the spread here. Biden +16. This is what we're talking about, man. This is what we're talking about. And earlier today, key senator has decided to unendorse Kamala Harris. Top senator yanks his endorsement of Kamala Harris for her threat of congressional power grab. Senator Joe Manchin said he cannot back Kamala Harris for president as she supports ending the Senate filibuster to pass abortion protections of Congress. The outgoing West Virginia lawmaker who caucuses with the Democrats has been one of the few holdouts to endorse Harris in just over 40 days before the election. On Tuesday, Harris said in an interview that she backs ending the filibuster so Congress can blah. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. I would like to end the filibuster so Congress can immediately build the wall. But you can't, it doesn't matter what your, I can think of 400 things off the top of my head that I would like for a Republican Senate, which it will be a Republican Senate, to do right away. And, this is, of course, just like not the way that it works. The people who vote to end the filibuster are the enemies of democracy. They are the people who have dictatorial and authoritarian tendencies. Shame on her, Manchin told CNN. She knows the filibuster is the holy grail of democracy. It's the only thing that keeps us from taking and keeps us talking and working together. If she gets rid of that, this would be the House on steroids, meaning where single vote majority rules, right? On whether he will back vice president, Manchin rejects that, saying, that ain't going to happen. Basically, she'll destroy our country and my country, more important to me than any one person or any one ideology, he says. I think that's the most horrible thing. In a separate statement Tuesday afternoon, Manchin said that to be consistent with the 60-vote threshold since arriving in the Senate, the threshold stabilizes our democracy, promotes bipartisan cooperation, and protects our nation from partisan whiplash and dysfunction, he says. I have always said if you can't change your mind, you can't change anything. I'm hopeful that the vice president remains open to doing just that. Kristen Sinema also not endorsing Kamala Harris over the same thing. So on a lighter note, Trump leads the cookie poll. That's predicted every election since 1984. Elon Musk quoting this with a boss baby. With the cookie. Okay, great. Ohio Bakery, known for accurately predicting the presidential election. Donald Trump has a very wide margin on Kamala Harris. There you go. Good. The AI excellent for Donald Trump. Not great for Kamala Harris. Unflattering for Kamala Harris. Let's just say that. Yeah. So things are looking good, man. Things are looking good. What a routinely insane vibe shift that we've been seeing, and we'll keep it up. It's your boy Benny. Like, share, and subscribe. See ya.